I had enough. I just, honestly, I just can't do this anymore. I've been working on this for 6 months. I still haven't even got any results, nothing to show for it. It's all a waste of time. I can't do this anymore. I'm gonna quit. Have you ever been like that? Or maybe you're like that right now in one of your projects. Maybe this is something that plagues you a lot. You start a project and you have lots of motivation, and then maybe after 3 or 4 months, it's like it drains you, your emotions pop up, and you want to quit. If so, then listen to this video. I have 2 things to say that might salvage your project if you're going through this right now. Firstly, this is really important. Are you making an emotional decision or a logical decision? You see, what I just did at the start of the video, that's all emotional stuff. Notice how it was centralized to me, how I feel. I can't do this anymore. I can't take it anymore. It's too hard. I've been working on this for so long. It's all wasted effort on my behalf. This is all emotional responses, and you should never ever make a decision to quit a project based on emotional responses. And what you should do if you catch yourself like this, just take some time, step away from the thing. Don't make any rash decisions. Go away, go for a walk, maybe read a book. Just get out of your head for half an hour, and then when you come back, you need to sit down and open up Evernote or any other word processing application or notepad, or maybe even just get a pen and paper and separate yourself from your emotions and write down logically the facts of the situation, the facts of what's happening with your project. So for an example, I did this maybe 6 or 7 months ago for a website that I'd built. So I sat down, I realized I was emotionally charged, and I realized that, I need to get out of this emotional state. Went away, sat down, and I wrote the facts down of the project. It actually turned out the project was doing pretty well. When I actually took up the analytics of this website, I realized even though progress was slow, it was still in a positive direction. It's just it was happening so slow for me to realize. And when I looked at the facts, and I looked at all the evidence, I realized actually there's nothing to suggest that this project will fail. And that was the clarity that I needed to push myself forward. So that's lesson 1. Never ever make a decision emotionally charged. Get out of your head and look at the facts of the situation. Number 2, and this is also a really powerful way of reframing it in your head. Realize that in your project, if you're going through some hardship and you're finding it tough, you can reframe that to be a positive thing. You can look at that as like, all I have to do is get through this pain period, and 50% of my competitors will not. 50% of my competitors, they're just going to drop off at the wayside here because this is tough. This is tough, I'm finding this difficult, but this is actually a good thing because I know if I get through this, then most of my competition is gone. And I'm that much closer to being in the top 5 or 10% that I need to be successful. Those are 2 of the most powerful ways of making sure that you just get through it. Get through the dip that Seth Godin talks about. Make sure you're not making decisions emotionally. Look at the facts and not your perception of reality. Look at reality itself. Look at the facts and not your emotions. And then reframe it. So actually it's such a positive thing in your mind. It's like, I just got to get through this. I'm that much closer to succeeding, and all my competitors are going to drop because they're going to find this too hard, and I'm going to get through it.